Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the new Disney and Pixar film Luca. Now, this movie is coming to Disney Plus on June 18th, and let me tell you, it is so beautiful for several reasons. Let me give you my spoiler-free review, but before we dive into it, if you're new here, I'd love it if you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that notification bell. All right, let's talk about Luca. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. One of my favorite things about Luca is just how beautiful it is to look at, okay? It's absolutely gorgeous. Just the animation style. I love the difference from being under the water to when they're on the surface. I mean, just there's so much to look at, and it's just so visually stunning. That's the word to use. It's visually stunning. I absolutely loved the actual act of watching Luca. But then when you dive into the story, that's really beautiful too. This is a film all about friendship and acceptance. And I mean friendship, like real, true friendship. Friends that will be friends forever. Everlasting friendship. It's so important for kids to see that on screen, I think. And I love that we get that with Luca and Alberto and Julia too when she joins the crew. Listen, the friendship between these three is just absolutely fantastic. And again, it's beautiful. That's really the best word for it. It's an absolutely beautiful friendship, and I think the story is a great one to be told. There's a lot of great lessons about prejudice. I mean, people just have this assumption about sea monsters. You know, in Luca and Alberto are sea monsters. However, when they are out of the water and they are on the surface, they are humans, or they appear human, I should say, because obviously they are not humans. Whenever they get wet, they become sea monster, at least that part of them. As we saw in the trailer during that spit take, which the creators did say is one of the hardest things they had to accomplish. But when Lucas spits out water and it goes on Alberto's face looks like a sea monster. He has to quickly dry himself to look like a human again. So they have to deal with this consistently with all sorts of things. I mean, think about rain, getting splashed. I mean, all sorts of stuff that they have to try to avoid along the way in this story. But at the same time, they're joining forces with Julia, and they want to win the Porto Russo Cup. It's a race that involves cycling, swimming, and eating. Of course, they can't do the swimming part, but that's why they have Julia on their team. And they're obsessed with getting a Vespa. They want money so that they can get themselves a Vespa so that they can get freedom, so to speak. And I absolutely just love the camaraderie between the three of them, the acceptance, the friendship. I mean, and the friendships that the difference is that the three of them have, right? Because there's Luca and Alberto's relationship, then there's Luca and Julia's relationship, and there's Julia and Alberto's relationship. And then really there's Alberto's relationship with Julia's dad. And then of course the cat, who is basically Julia's dad, Machiavelli, and he's always, I can't really do it, but that's what he does all the time. You know that little cat growl, the It's so funny. I think Machiavelli is one of the best parts of this movie. Then you also have Ercole, who is the quote-unquote bully, kind of a horrible person, right? And Alberto and Luca have found themselves in this town that, they all hunt sea monsters. Like, no one likes sea monsters. So, of course, you're dealing with that prejudice against sea monsters, right? They don't know any sea monsters, so they don't know if they are bad, but, of course, they just assume that. So there's a whole lot of that in this movie as well, which I really enjoy. Like I said, there's a lot of great messages of squashing stuff like that, you know? And it's just a beautiful story, and it's funny. It's absolutely hilarious. There were moments I was laughing so hard. And honestly, I thought I was going to get through this movie without crying. I was like, is this going to be the first Pixar movie I get through without crying? Like, yes, so proud of myself. No, the last 20 to 30 minutes got me, and I was a sobbing mess. So, you know, I guess yet again, thanks Pixar, you made me cry. But I really need to discuss all of the voice actors in this as well. They're all just absolutely incredible. I mean, Maya Rudolph and Jim Gaffigan play Luca's parents, and they are so good. They are such a great little comedic relief part of this movie, and all the things they do, they're so great. And of course, all the lead actors are fantastic. Emma Berman, who I did get the chance to interview, so I hope you check that interview out. She was fantastic. We also have Jacob Tremblay, who voices Luca, of course, and then Jack Dylan Grazer, who voices Alberto. And they have such a great camaraderie and friendship. And it's so funny because when I was talking to Emma, she said, you know, they didn't get to record together. She's actually never met her co-stars before, but it really feels like they were all together in a room recording. That camaraderie is there. And I think, you know, Pixar pulled it off really well. The majority of this movie was made at home, which is insane. It's crazy that they made this entire movie, basically, a animated feature at home. It's nuts. And also another thing that needs to be mentioned is this is really a love letter to the Italian Riviera. I mean, the food, the music, the scenery. I felt like I needed to go visit Italy, like, immediately. It's always been on my bucket list, but now it's, like, number 1 on my bucket list. And I need some gelato. Gelato and pasta. Like, that's what I was craving after watching Luca. It's absolutely so much fun. Oh, and be sure to watch the credits through because there's a story with pictures along throughout the credits. And of course, there's an end credit scene that you definitely don't want to miss. If you guys have already seen Luca by the time you get to this review, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If not, are you looking forward to Luca? Are you going to be checking it out on Disney Plus on June 18th? Listen, I'm so excited to be able to watch this movie again and again. It's one that my whole family is definitely going to enjoy for years and years to come. I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.